What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I do have NBA trade deadline news, and this is coming from the Chicago Bulls. I actually will have a video coming out pretty shortly with the winners and losers of the NBA's trade deadline, but for now, I will be discussing the Chicago Bulls in this video and why they figured not to make any moves at the deadline. Yeah, I know to some or maybe all Bulls fans, trades should have been a top priority with the way the season hasn't went. But if you actually look at the team and how they've been performing as of late, a team that did not look like they had any chance to be competitive early on in the season after, already losing and not having Lonzo Ball for this season as well as the last. You look at Zach LaVine and that situation, and was he or was he not going to be traded, and now Zach LaVine is lost for the rest of the season. You look at the Chicago Bulls roster and you think, with DeRozan's contract that's coming up, with Patrick Williams' contract that's coming up, you look at, what about Alex Caruso? You look at guys like Andre Drummond, and maybe the Bulls should have been, trying to offload some of those guys. To my surprise, they did absolutely nothing during this trade deadline. They didn't add anyone. They didn't trade anyone. In my opinion, I believe that the front office is okay with what they have. The Bulls are nestled right in there in the play-in, slash right there 9, between 9 and 10. They're right there between 9 and 10 right now, currently in the Eastern Conference standings. So I think that, the front office will see what happens in the second half of this season and basically cater on into what they want to do next year. I figured after hearing what, they were saying during the last Bulls broadcast against the Minnesota Timberwolves, guys saying that guys, like each other, and a lot of, locker room situations where the team it seems like they're together, and you don't want to see, a team like that just right now as they're starting to get their footing underneath them, just break up, and then what will happen and turn to be. Now you can look at it under those set of circumstances, but you can also look at under the circumstances of what does the Chicago Bulls future look like. We know Kobe White is a staple piece. You want to keep Kobe White. You have to keep Kobe White. That's without question. Now, is Kobe White the piece to the building block? He's not the best point guard, but I can see Kobe White being the secondary piece. Now, is that secondary piece going to have Zach LaVine along on the roster with DeMar DeRozan? That's yet to be seen. Vucevic had spoken to something that he thinks that the Bulls have enough to compete, yes. But, you have two legit all-stars, Vucevic, DeRozan. You're going to have another piece or two to be able to compete in the East. With the Milwaukees, with the Bostons, with the Miamis, the Clevelands, and now the new look New York Knicks. It's going to definitely take a different approach if you want to be able to compete with those teams. Now, like I said, if you are the Bulls front office, what you have seen over the course of the last, month of basketball is definitely something that you can lean and go towards and forward with. Now, whether or not you keep Alex Caruso, whether or not DeRozan is there, whether or not Vucevic is there, you like what you've seen from Andre Drummond if you elect to keep him in the offseason. You like what you've seen from, even though it's been hit or miss, you like what you have seen from Julian Phillips. And I'm talking about the younger guys with the Chicago Bulls, Ayo Dosunmu, guys like that. Now, if in the offseason when Zach LaVine is healthy and more suitors are out there for him, maybe you try to, go after that and see what that trade looks like. But for now, the Chicago Bulls roster is staying put with the guys that they came into the offseason with. They did not make a move at the trade deadline. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Chicago Bulls fans, NBA fans, or if this is just your first time tuning into the channel, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.